Hey guys, yes, the stream is on. Refresh the page if you can't see. While we wait for some more to turn up, I'm going to quickly use one of my battle stones. But later I will be doing the Kingdom Raid, which is Epic Nerds versus, look at the schedule here, versus Singapore United. So that is day 2 of Axe League. So I'm here on my Stronghold 14. Just going to use the battle stone so I don't fill up here. So I am on an 8 streak, so it's bound to be a tough attack. So it will either be Erasmus or Taliesin that I use here. OG can't really clean up with the dragon, so it's hard to get enough mana to start with that. I could get this and this for a point. I'd only have 10. It would be hard to get the next 5 to move in, so I may just stick with a safer bet and use Taliesin. I may start with a dragon, but that might be risky. I do prefer to save my dragon till the end, just in case I need to snipe the stronghold. So since this is Taliesin, I do spread my troops out a little bit. So that's good so far. Just a matter of timing when to use the magnetic pulse now. I like to get a little bit closer. Luckily the flare tower is upgrading. That's quite nasty. And looks like it's going to be an easy win this time. I don't get that much practice with Taliesin, so sometimes it's a little confusing to be switching between the ancients. Oops, badly timed that one. Terrible. Struck my dragon. That'll do it. So that should keep me my stones busy for the next half an hour. So let's move on to the Kingdom Raid now. Maybe I better spend my loot before I forget about that and lose 20%. So I'm actually ignoring my upgrades for now, since I am trying to save up 25,000 rings for Stronghold 15, since that does help a lot during the attacks. And yeah, I've only got about 10,000 there, so I'm just trying to max my walls, but at the same time I'm working on my ancient upgrades. All of them are as high as they can go, with the exception of Viscaria. Actually, Viscaria I'm very low on the Primus, don't even have that much pure. And lastly is Yalanati, and he only needs one more level to get to the highest I can do. But if I got plenty of death here, which I'm actually saving for Tokomi in a couple of days. He swiped diagonally to move up the list. Should I say move down? How much do I need? This one here, just to the edge here. So if I upgrade the 2500 there, just to the edge of level 44, almost 45. If I get to 45, I won't be able to upgrade until I'm Stronghold 15, but I can go ahead and use some 10k stacks here. 1.5 million. And this might get me to around level 48 or 49, possibly even 50. And so you can overflow there. Got me to 47, so not too bad. So that's as high as I can get now. It will tell me that I need to upgrade my shrine. So that's as high as I can get. Now let's get over to this Kingdom War. The attacks aren't too difficult today, and we're up against Canada later on, so I don't want to show you a repeat of that. So tomorrow is up against Real, and day 4 is Quantum's Web. So today the lineup is as follows. Have Stronghold 10, 11, 10, 10, 12, 13, 13, 13, Sub-Zero at 15 and the King at 13. So Sub-Zero may be the only challenging one here for me. And their lineup against us is a 12, 13, 13, 13 and a lot of Stronghold 14s. And I'm not in the lineup this time. So maybe you guys want to help me out and tell me what you would like to see. Any type of troop composition or different ancients. It is quite easy. Maybe you want to play around with some mana hunters, or maybe a pure, a Primus mage or something. Or maybe I could even go all soldiers with Erasmus and see just how well they cope. So we can always give that a go. We can switch over to Erasmus and see how well these cope with the third spell dropped on them. So in this case I will drop my dragon down on the outside. Haven't tried this yet. Up to here. Let's build up as much mana as I can get and we'll see how these soldiers cope. It's 12 mana so far. If you're having any lag issues, you can change the settings in the bottom right corner. There's an option for mobile device as well. And I'm going to send him down here so I can come in straight from the side. Oh, I took a lot of damage there. So now I might just want to send all of these soldiers in. We'll aim straight inside the wall next. Let's drop the third spell, deflect some of this damage. Since there's so many of them, a lot of them are getting hit at the same time, inflicting a lot of damage here. But there's no paladins. I did manage to win. Drop it again. Doing quite well, however it is a much lower level base. Wouldn't recommend to get this against a something in multiplayer. So they seem to struggle there. Maybe it would have been better off with some paladins. But my objective there was to get the maximum number of troops to reflect the maximum number of damage. Kendrick wants me to say their name here, reading the chat. So we're up against a level 11 commoner now. If you have any suggestions, just drop it in the chat. So this is like the last base layout. There's a lot of stuff to take down on the outside. Any other ancient you would like me to use here that maybe you haven't seen before? They all work pretty well. Maybe some more of the, maybe something like Viscaria if you haven't seen this epic before. Maybe I could do some poison. So I can switch on over to, what do we have here? Paladins are always good. What am I using the poison? Maybe I just throw a Primus Mage in there. So I'm not going to snipe around the edges too much. I'll just break it up a little bit so my troops path inside. Take this building down and move the dragon out of the way. So now I'm going to attack from this side. Just get them attacking the outside buildings and pathing in. Primus Mage can go in there with them. Start dropping some paladins in there to help out. Now there's the second spell, which is Poison Touch. So for the rest of the battle they will be doing increased damage. For 13 seconds. They're doing a lot of damage here. The first spell is Toxic Nova, which is a poison. It does a good amount of damage. And the third spell will expunge the poison. So when you drop that on poison buildings, it does a lot of damage to those buildings as well. I actually forgot to change my Ancient against a high level base, and I actually won with Estara, so it is pretty good. And another level 10 here. Now what else can I show you with this? So many Ancients to choose from. Unfortunately I don't have Tokumi unlocked yet, that will be a couple more days. And you've all seen Erasmus enough. I'll use that one more time later on. Burner, Kestra, Emberclaw, Aegis, which can only be found in a loyalty chest, so maybe you want to check him out. So you can buy that for 5,000 loyalty from the menu, from the build menu. So it's good to keep him, all the troops together. This one increases their movement speed and prioritises defences. Second one heals troops, which is a good one. So maybe I'll actually try and focus on that one. So let's just try and find a way in here. Come through the corner. So I can just keep a close eye on that. Heal my troops when they start to take a lot of splash damage. Maybe I'll drop it now before they start splitting up. There's some defences around the outside that you need to clear, so you can drop the dragon. You can always drop the first spell so they can prioritise defences. This last spell will radiate some damage, and anything nearby will start deteriorating, including the walls. So you'll see around them that the walls are taking damage here on the outside. You'll notice that as they're approaching this wall here. Walls are taking damage without even swinging at them. You see those walls just deteriorating. It's more handy for melee troops, not so much for these wardens. So that's Aegis. And Inferno Wizards is saying hello. Thank you for joining. There are 15 people on right now. So we're actually not even halfway yet, so let's quickly get through some of these. See if there's any suggestions on what. So we've had a call out for Viscaria. We've already just used him. Any other suggestions? Better shout it out now. Maybe you want to change the troops. I'm not finding. Maybe you haven't seen the raiders before. Maybe I can throw a raider in there so you can see what they're like. Let's just throw a raider in there. Actually, let's throw it in here. One paladin. That'll do. Let's just throw one paladin in. So with the raiders, maybe we can change to Burner. She's an epic. Most people probably haven't seen her yet, since you need Stronghold level 8 in order to see the epic circle the relic chests. So let's get moving with this. So for instance, I'll drop this raider here, and you can see it automatically lights up on the resources. And you'll see how long they last and how long they take to take down a collector. Taking damage from the arrow launcher there. And when they did break that smelter open, one additional raider appeared as well. They're not that effective in high level attacks. So let's get moving on and see what I can do with Burner. Burner's first spell is very handy. It can cold snap a building for quite a long time. Very good at preventing splash damage there. Very handy against the spell towers too. There's this third spell, which is an Ice Storm. Does some damage there. Used to be really powerful but got nerfed. The second spell is a boost, which is very good. The targets are healed from 18 to 19 seconds and gain 30% attack speed, movement speed and damage mitigation. So the second speed is one of the main spells we use. The first one is especially handy. It's only 5 mana. So Burner used to be a very common ancient to use, but Taliesin and Erasmus seems to take the lead now, according to my defense log. Some of you are experiencing lag. I'm not really sure what causes that. However, I'm using fiber here, 200 megabit. It's streaming to the Singapore Twitch server, and I'm not sure what happens to it after that. So the only other option is to click on the button in the bottom right corner that changes the quality. I'm actually streaming this and watching my stream at the same time, but I will navigate away from that to see if it has any effect. But I still need to see this chat. Streaming this and watching my stream at the same time. Okay, so what would you like to see here? Yeah, you get Burner from a relic chest, but she is an epic, so you do need a stronghold 8 before you see her circling the chest. But I think you will always see them from the relic chests that you buy from the shop for diamonds. So maybe we try a different ancient here. I'm sure you've seen all the commons. Hagar. Lots of people seem to like Hagar. He's a rare, so I might try him. Never really used the Demolish. It could be handy against the higher level walls. So let's get rid of this Raider. I use the Paladin here because it's worth 4. If I use it here, it's still only worth 4. So I save the Wardens for this slot. Let's drop in 2 there. I don't think this is very suitable for mana hunters. Actually, maybe we will go back and use Burner again. Might actually try a full mana hunter attack, just for something different. This is quite popular at the early stronghold levels, because there's a lack of air defenses. So in this instance, you need to check out the radius of the watchtowers. So these mana hunters give you bonus mana. You see the icon above them. When I get near this splash damage, I probably want to use the cold snap on them. I missed out on one of those. Mostly splash damage, I want to watch out for that. Not a badly timed drop. Oh gee, they're just popping everywhere, aren't they? Attack from the side that had a lot of the spell towers, which wasn't very good. The watchtowers are the nastier ones. So you get plenty of mana here. You just need to keep an eye out for this Sky Watcher. Cold Snap does do damage as well, so you can eventually take them down. But I did attack from the wrong side. Very badly done. Probably shouldn't talk at the same time. And I'm definitely not going to be able to finish this off with a dragon. Oh, so bad. Anyway, we have plenty of attempts here. Wasn't a very good base to use it on. But most of all, I attacked from the wrong side. 3 spell towers and a Skywatcher there. So I would have been better off attacking from this side. Maybe I'll just do it again since we have plenty of attempts here. A bit early, but I thought it was about to attack me. You can hold the spell over there and wait for it to wear off. I've got that one Skywatcher down. Just waiting to time this spell tower over here. Oh, there it goes, just in time. Be very careful with the timing on those. And surprisingly didn't fire off. You can have the dragon in there helping out. Most of the spell towers are still actually in range, so my troops moved all the way around. Those watchtowers do a lot of damage as well. It is quite difficult to take these down. They used to be much easier. Now I'm out of mana, so it looks like I might be failing this one again. Dragon swoop is pretty handy too. 2 swoops there. And another very bad attack. Should have just left it. That swoop damage wasn't as high as I thought. So we better do a serious attack now. So forget the mana hunters. Sometimes I throw 1 mana hunter in there, it does help out a lot. But you can't go wrong with the paladins and the wardens. It's the most popular troop composition. So in this instance I'm still using burner. Let's just get into some more Taliesin. Get this one out of the way. It's going to clear the path so my troops don't walk around the corner. I'm not dropping the wardens yet because they're notorious for walking around the outside. So once there's a path in, I'll safely drop them. A lot of concentrated defences around the stronghold. Makes it easy for Taliesin's spell. And much easier than the other attacks. Pretty much just hold the fast forward button down now and finish this off if not necessary. That's why I often use Taliesin, although that wasn't a very difficult base for a Stronghold 14. So what are we left with? 1, 2, 3, well still so many. So quickly battle through this. Any suggestions, just drop it down in the chat there. Or Primus Mages, that sounds like a really bad thing to do. 2 Paladins, maybe. Not that much use having more than 1 Primus Mage because the benefit of the Primus Mage is to activate a self-destruct when the buildings drop below 100 hit points. Definitely can throw one in there, definitely helps, but the mass Primus Mage, not that useful. Let's just try it anyway. Let's just try it for something different. So what ancient would you like? It's going to be quite tricky. Depending on what the angle I approach from, but they could be taking a lot of splash damage. Can't really use Erasmus. Maybe I can use Erasmus here. Lots of buildings on the outside. So we're going to clear up a lot of the mana now. 1, so 9. So make 10. 11. 12, 13. Plenty of starting mana now. So I will have to drop some of the Primus Mages first. smelter down. A lot of damage. They're definitely going to have to drop the third spell now. The problem is with the Primus Mages is there's less of them to reflect the damage. It's taking longer for these defences to die from the reflected damage. Definitely much better using the Wardens since there's 8 of them, sorry 9 of them. I think there's only 4 of each Primus Mage, but they do a lot of damage there. However, this is not a maxed out Stronghold 15. You see they're quite effective. I think these actually work out better using Fire Ancient, if I'm not mistaken. Or was it an Ice Ancient? They work well with something, I forgot what it was, but I've seen it in another video. RK with PK posted one. So what troops would you like in the next one? Looking at a Stronghold 13, just one level lower than myself. Use a normal troop composition and use the burner, see how she goes. So Paladins, a proper burner attack. She's level 49. I had her almost at 45 and used 50,000 Primus, so I managed to get her right up to 49. So let's see what I can do here. Burner, Cold Snap, Boosts. First two are the most handy. So if I'm going to Cold Snap, it's more than likely going to be the spell towers. Single conduits, level 6 at the back. Maybe I should attack from the other side. Probably going to clean up some of the outside first. Gets me to 15. It's pretty good. I'm down to a minute 45. Come down here and stay here. Hey, here's your top. So here. What am I going to do? Snap some of these splash towers. And then through the wall. Both of the spell towers down. Oh, badly timed. Not to worry, this attack's going to wipe it back. The spell tower's all the way around there. Maybe I can start saving up for some boosts. Not going to need it though. Let's do some boosts. A couple of boosts on both sides. It's quite powerful. Don't really find much use in the third spell anymore. She used to do a massive freeze like Four Veil. Now we're left with a couple of 13s and a 15 in the middle. The 15's definitely going to be trouble. Maybe I'll view the replay to show you how one of my kingdom members finished it off. So let's switch over to Erasmus. It's great for attacking these sort of layouts. Leave the buildings on the outside and it's definitely going to give your attacker a big advantage. See if I can get the storage pegged off in the corner. Yep. Now this is a bit dangerous territory. Might actually... a minute and 43 left. Oh no. get off too early. Well, I think we'll attack from this side anyway. Keep the troops grouped together here. We'll want to make sure that the catapults and which one is it? Fraction anyway. I want to make sure all the splash damage hit me in one go, so they reflect the most damage and take them down in one or two shots. The dragon just died there, but not to worry. Need that 15 more for refraction again. Yeah, almost. 15. Here it comes. The catapults and the arrow launcher will take it first. Oh, love that. Now at this stage you can confuse the towers so they can attack each other. Or just drop distractions. I'm not dropping these guys. It's level 9 soldiers. They're all gone now. Best role in the kingdom will depend on what you want. If you're attacking, the best role is Raider. If you're defending, the best role is Sentinel. It's definitely the Sentinel is the best role for Kingdom Wars. Lord gives you a bonus to your smelters, which is I think maybe about 12% depending on level. Definitely prefer the Raider bonus since you do a lot more attacking. 10% of 400,000 is 40,000. You can get, I think, 30% bonus, at least 25. So now we're looking at Sub-Zero here. So we can view the replay and see what my kingdom members did. So we're looking at use twice as attack here, using a Taliesin in the Dragon Roost. He's cleaning up around the outside. Careful to miss that Sky Watcher. It's coming in right to the Sky Watcher for some reason. God knows why that's not attacking. Maybe it's something to do with the replay. And what's he going to do next? Just going to get that down, is he? Oh no. So I think he might be using Erasmus, that's my guess. Paladins first, Wardens. Got them all grouped together, so I have a feeling Erasmus' fraction's going to happen here. There it goes, that is the third spell from Erasmus. It's coming in right to that flare tower first. One zap and it takes it down in defense. And it's pretty much opened everything up here. A couple of spell towers and a couple of catapults to take down. I think he might just have 15 mana here. Drop it, got the stronghold, and that's a victory. So maybe I can try something like that. There is enough towers on the outside for me to snipe, so I think Erasmus will be the right way to go. So, this is tricky to get past. I think I tried this before, coming from here to here, and I got hit by the dragon. It was game over. But I can start from here and get around the other side. So I'll do that. I'm going to be very careful not to fast forward too quickly. The dragon will come in and get hit. I like to pull a little bit further away, just to make sure. Oh no! That's why he didn't drag the dragon. Didn't have a recharge yet. Okay, so I'm safe. Only have 11 mana, 12 with this one, and the problem is I don't have any more recharge on the dragon. So this is why the dragon ended up dying for use twice. I have enough here for myself though. Do I? Yes. And it's gone. So I'm starting with 13 and I have 2 down here, so just good timing. Dropping all my wardens first. Paladin, Second paladin, carve right in. I want them to get through at least one layer of walls here. Come on, come on. Get in there. And I'm going to drop it now. Taking a lot of damage there. There goes the flare tower. Arrow launcher. Catapult's about to take it. Come on, hit me. Any time when you actually want to get hit. So let's drop that spell again. Pop, pop. All three down. So that was quite easy. We'll drop it again, but I'm not sure if it really activates well if you don't wait for it to wear off. That's good enough. Stronghold 15 has been taken down. Notice I don't have any Kingdom Portal troops. That's because I'm upgrading my portal, so I can't request. That just leaves us with the King. So if you have any suggestion on the troop composition or ancient, now is the time to speak up. We're already at the 39-minute mark here. So what's something different that I haven't really tried? I don't know why people like Nukti for some reason. Let's check him out. Never really understood these sandstorm spells. The second one summons a fire elemental. Third one's a massive explosion. Probably why people like him. Not a big fan of that. Not much use for the Kestra since I have Erasmus. And Essence Master actually. My Essence Master's level 40, maxed out. I only had 18 wins on that. This one's a good one to use. Oops, did I select? No, I didn't. So let's try out the Essence Master. It's going to clear a path here. All my paladins running around the corner. Okay, so coming in, we're keeping them a little bit grouped together. I want to drop the Essence Boost. You'll see the icons above the building's head. There's a Mana Hunter above that. Second one's a Lightning Bolt, not that effective. Basically, we want to be saving up for these third spells. And I want to drop it over the top here. I've got an Earthquake spell. It's going to be quite decent. This one is another Earthquake spell. Another one. That's easily taken down. I do like the free spells. There is a 1 in 3 chance. With a fire spell. With the Essence Boost you get plenty of mana to keep dropping them. So it is quite handy. And there we go, finally got a free spell. That is the Essence Master. A lot of people were using this before they unlocked Erasmus. That is the King defeated. 150 loyalty points. And that is it. So the next day I have, what was it again? A reel, and Sunday. Maybe I can do a stream for Sunday, which is Quantum's Web. Really depends on my time. I did post up a base design for my Stronghold 14, which I actually did before I unlocked Erasmus. However, it seems to work well enough against Erasmus because I have my splash damage fairly well spread apart, and I don't have that many buildings to take down on the outside. So, although I do still get attacked quite a lot by Erasmus. What else is there? I do have some codes here. Let me see who's paying attention. I'm pretty sure everybody is. Let me just quickly edit this. Now let me just copy one at a time, because I'm sure you're going to be typing these in like crazy. Let me just throw a couple of codes in here. I'll type a few in here because I know some of you are lagging. So you probably want to, if you're lagging, you might want to just skip the First couple you see, you never know. So it's just going to be luck if you manage to get these on time. But you can only win one of these each, so one person's not going to get more than one. These codes are 13 battle stones. There's like 10 rings and 1,000 gold in there as well. But there's also a Primus chest. And for those of you still paying attention, last one's a big one, so maybe you were lucky to see that first and type it in. But that last code is the $50 value code, which is let me think what it was. I think it was 20 battle stones. There's an ancient chest, I think 500 rings. It's really good value, that one. So that was IVZWHM. First character is the capital letter I for igloo. So good luck with those codes. If you did miss the stream, I do upload it to YouTube as well. The file is a couple of gigabytes, so it does take YouTube about an hour to reprocess it, but it will be up very shortly. So if you have any ideas of what you would like me to stream in the future, you can send me a tweet. More than happy to do other live streams throughout the week. Yeah, when you type the codes in, I highly recommend you type them in uppercase, otherwise your autocorrect may rename them, which is a real pain. Should have recommended that before I posted them. So I do have 5 other epic codes to give away, since there was a few that weren't claimed from the giveaway that was drawn on the 12th of May. So there's some extra codes to give out for those who haven't already received one. So I'll try and think of some sort of contest for you to win those. So good luck, and I will post that up shortly. So those epic codes expire on the 31st of May. So I definitely will be giving them out over the next few days, maybe one a day. So stay tuned for that. Thanks for tuning in. I hope you had luck with those codes, and stay tuned for the video on YouTube. That's all, guys. See you later.